Hey there, welcome to Cooking with Violet Vixen. This is a little bit of a different one today because I'm actually starting to cook tonight for tomorrow night's dinner because work has changed its days and everything. So in order to have dinner tomorrow night, I'm going to start it now. So I've taken this recipe, sausages and beans, with all these ingredients, and I'm going to adapt it so that it will go in my slow cooker. So I'm going to put it on low overnight because by the time I get up in the morning I won't have time to do any of this. So grab your slow cooker, grab all these ingredients. I am somewhere along the lines going to have to put a bit of water in it because anything in a slow cooker needs a little bit of liquid but not too much. So let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is we've got 4 Roma tomatoes. Roma tomatoes are the ones that are shaped like an egg, and we need to peel them. So what you need to do is grab a knife, cut across in them, and put them in a bowl of hot water. And then what will happen is they will, once you take them out of the hot water, you put them in cold water and they will just peel off. So just grab another bowl with cold water, grab one of the tomatoes out, try not to splash it everywhere, and put that straight into the cold water. All going well. Should be able to peel it. If they don't, yeah, that's alright, they do want to play. Sometimes what I also do is I just grab the same knife and just peel it like that as well. Sort of like peeling a potato, but easier. Mostly. So the trick is to get a good cut into it. Okay. Ideally with this, try and get fairly ripe tomatoes. They will probably peel easier as well. Okay, so I'm only going to show you with one because I've got another 3 to do. Got one stubborn bit, haven't I? That'd be right. I'm going to put that back in the hot water. Okay. Okay, so let's get ready to slow cook. Grab your cooking spray, spray the inside of your slow cooker. That way it's easier to clean it when it's ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, as I get everything ready, I'm going to put it straight in so there's no double handling. So let's go. First of all, grab your peeled Roma tomatoes, dice them up roughly. Don't forget they are going to break down as they're cooking. So I'm just going to cut them this way. Now normally with using a slow cooker, you don't put oil in, so I'm probably thinking I shouldn't, but given the fact that it's only 1 tablespoon and it might add a little bit of liquid, I'm going to. So before I even put these in, we're going to grab that olive oil and do 1 tablespoon. Okay. Don't have to be too accurate with slicing these up. As I say, they're going to be on low for 8 hours, probably 8 hours. Well, between now and whenever I leave for work, which is going to be 7 o'clock in the morning, so I don't want to give them longer than 8 hours because it's got to be warmed up again as well. So that's pretty chopped up to me, so let's grab our 1 tablespoon. I'm not very organised because I'm not normally cooking 2 recipes in one day. So, as I say, well, my work days are changing. I'm going to be cooking at different times. A lot of times it'll mainly be in the morning, earlier before my later starting day, which a later starting day is a 9 o'clock day. So we pop that 1 tablespoon of olive oil in, bring that tomato over, put that on the bottom. That way we've got a nice bed of tomatoes. Let's see. Check that out, that's looking good. Okay, let's get our next ingredient ready. So our next ingredient is going to be our 8 thick pork sausages. I've got really bad lighting in this kitchen at night time and my eyes aren't very good, so we're going, normally you would start off cooking these first, but once again, as I said, they are slow cooking for 8 hours overnight. These beautiful pork sausages from my butcher look amazing. I'm going to keep them whole and I'm going to put them straight in as they are. So follow me back over, and it's not a very big step. Okay, there we are. Grab a knife and just separate them so that they're like that, and place those on top. Most of them actually are already separated. I haven't tried these pork sausages before, this particular lot, but they look pretty good. This is going to be a good winter warmer, which is basically my theme for winter at the moment. Anything that's slow cooked and going to warm your tummy up is definitely good. Alright, so we're going good. So our next ingredient is going to be our 2 medium brown onions cut into thin wedges. So, onions are one thing I hate peeling, cutting, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, peel it. Discard of your peel. This one's probably going to make me cry. As onions like to do. Oh, I hate when you have to double peel them. Okay. It's painful. Okay. Just quickly do one and then I can do the other one. So cut it in half and then thin wedges. They're not too thin, these wedges, but once again they're going to break up and I don't want to cry any more than I am. that one. I'll do the other one after, but I'll just show you how we're going to put this in. So we have a layer of tomatoes. So we're going to put these on top. Don't separate them because they'll do it on their own. This way the flavour of the onion's going to go through the sausages as they cook. Alright, I'll go get the other one and I'll be back. I'm back with the second one. I'm just going to pop that all over the top. Now the good thing about putting a slow cooker on overnight is you are going to smell it in the middle of the night or when you get up. It just is one of the best smells ever. So let's go. I don't know how most of you go with peeling onions, but they were two of the strongest onions I've ever had to peel. So I'm crying, unfortunately. Okay. 3 cloves of garlic, doesn't matter if they're big or small. Sometimes if they're big though, when you go to put them in the press you need to cut them. So for those that have never really done garlic before, first of all you've got to peel. That is what is known as a clove. You peel it. The whole thing is called a bulb. So just so you know, 1 clove of garlic is literally that. They can be quite fiddly to peel. Most recipes will ask you to crush them. Some ask you to chop them. But if it's crushed, you want a garlic press. Now, you may have seen me use this one before. This one's really good because it's a self-cleaning one. I also find that I can fit more garlic in it if I can cut it a bit better. So I've actually got all 3 in here. Fold it down onto it. Follow me over to the slow cooker. You can watch. So what you do is you just squeeze it. Put a bit of effort into it. That is 3 cloves of garlic. I always just get a knife to just scrape it. Then to clean it, you quite simply turn it over and you can get that bit out because that was good garlic. The rest just stab it on the way. The rest just chuck in your compost bin. Or kitchen compost bin to go down to the compost bin. Not at this time of night though. Alright. Awesome. So that is looking pretty good. Just going to give my hands a quick wash. We've got one more ingredient to go in, and that is our tin of baked beans with tomato sauce. You can go for different flavour baked beans if you want, meaning if you want them with the different sauce or whatever with them, you can go for those. So recipe said enriched tomato sauce. These are just the general ones that I get in Aldi. There's nothing wrong with them. So we're going to get all the flavour from the garlic and everything else anyway. So give that a peel. Pour that over the top. Now, if you remember, I said that being a slow cooker, I do need to add some liquid to it because otherwise it could dry out. What I'm going to do is add a tin of water. So a tin, I'm not sure how much water that would be, but that is how much water I'm going to put in because I don't want to dry out. It can always be thickened tomorrow, or more importantly, it'll probably thicken on its own as everything starts to melt into it and all the flavours develop. Okay, So there you have it. Pop your lid on. I'm not going to stir it, I'm going to leave it as it is. Put your lid on, put it on low, turn it on. You want that on for about 8 hours. So see what the time is, write down from 8 hours from now, and that's when you're going to turn it off. I'll check in the morning and I'll show you what it looks like. Till then, sweet dreams. Boy.